There's something bad that exists here. There's something toxic that exists here.
During last night's meeting, a lot of finger pointing going on a number of issues. Emotions high following stinging criticism from the State Board of Education about how the Escambia County Board was conducting business. Dr. Smith specifically targeting Board Chair Paul Fetsko.
Let's talk about Charter Schools USA. Mr. Fetsko, you've been a thorn in the side the whole time because you haven't been, you were meeting with people, my understanding, at Warrington Middle School to devise another charter. Is that correct?
No, sir, it's not.
Okay.
No, I had
stand
somebody at
corrected.
Warrington Middle School come to me to ask me on how you apply for a charter, and I directed that person to the alternative ed department to say, this is where you get this information.
Board member Bill Slayton sparking debate between the board by questioning potential sunshine law violations over Smith's firing. He says there appears to have been some discussion outside of board meetings about his termination.
I'm sorry. This is wrong. It's a surprise at the last minute. I'm very disappointed. I almost want to say there's been a sunshine law violation, that there's got to have been a discussion on this.
If you're accusing me of sunshine law, I don't speak to any of you, and I don't talk to any of you outside of being in this room. So not on my part. There's no sunshine law violation.
And no sunshine law on my part either. The closing statement the superintendent and I had when we did the one-on-one evaluation, he said, was I going to move to terminate the contract? And I said yes.
So, Mr. Fetsko, to be clear, when we had our conversation, I was talking about the expiration of the contract that happens next summer, not now. But that doesn't matter. You've made your statement.
Patty Hightower, one of two members in support of keeping Dr. Smith, did question Fetsko's appointment of interim superintendent Keith Leonard, a top candidate for the job 3 years ago.
I guess you've had conversations with Mr. Leonard? Does it seem like that would be an appropriate thing to find out?
Though it's not going to be the feelings of the entire board.
The animosity also branching out to the book banning issues, where Smith accused Kevin Adams and Fetsko of asking the superintendent to stretch his authority.
You're asking me to violate your policy. What is that? Mr. Fetsko, the other day, I believe you said some laws need to be violated. Because you said the same thing. You wanted me to pull the books. Don't slippery out of this. I don't want to hear it. Don't slippery out of this.
Fine.
I don't need to spin.
Now, Smith will serve as superintendent through the end of the month through his contract, but it's still unclear whether he will appear at any meetings or not. Now, if he's technically fired without cause, the district owes Smith a lump sum of 20 weeks base pay. It's upwards of $55,000. Reporting live tonight in Escambia County, I'm Tanner Stewart, WEAR News.